Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the WT Coaches Show. I'm your host, Zach Barnes, and starting off for us this week is head baseball coach Matt Vanderburg. How are you?
I'm doing good, Zach. How are you?
I'm good. Since we saw you last, you went down to San Angelo to Angelo State and played in the LSC Championship Tournament and ended up taking that one to get your third straight bid into the regional championship.
Yeah, it was a great tournament. Angelo State did a great job putting on the tournament. Great crowds. Really enjoyed it. A lot of fun. It was a great atmosphere and stuff, and we were able to win our first two games. Obviously against Kingsville, and then a really tough game against a really good Cameron team that we won in extra innings. And then obviously on championship day, Angelo kind of got us in the first game. We didn't come out very good offensively, but then Kyle Tenius, we gave him his second career start at WT and first one of the year this year, and he went out and did what Kyle Tenius does. I mean, he gave us a chance to win, and offensively, we were able to put up some runs in the first inning and get those 3 runs. That was huge for us, kind of relaxed us a little bit, and then able to hold on for the lead, and Brooks Trujillo came in and got the save at the end of it, and for our first championship in the tournament.
And then, again, coming up next, you'll head to Grand Junction, Colorado, and for the 10th time this season, you'll see Angelo State.
Yeah, get Angelo again. We're excited to make it back to the regional, but we've been there before. Our goals at the start of the year were not just to get to the regionals. We want to make a World Series and make a World Series run. And in order to do that, we have to get by Angelo State this first game. It's going to be a really important game. It'll be our 10th time to see them. They know us. We know them really well, so there's going to be no secrets. And hopefully we can win that ball game. Obviously, there's 3 teams from the Lone Star Conference, 3 out of the 6. So obviously, we're going to see some of those guys that we've seen all year. We believe it's the best conference in the region, if not in the country. So it kind of proves that with us getting 3 teams in. I mean, it's a tough regional. I think every team it has at least 35 wins. I think there's a couple teams with 40 wins. So it's going to be tough to get out of that regional. But we feel like we're a really talented team. We're clicking on all cylinders right now. We've always said, we feel like this team is, a playoff type team, a tournament type team. That's something we've talked about every single day at practice, is just how to win the close ball games. How to win even if you're not hitting really well. Be able to bunt, hit and run, do those things that we haven't been able to do in the past. And then obviously we pitch it really well, and hopefully our pitching will hold up this weekend and we can go out and win this tournament.
And once again, it's another double elimination tournament, which I keep saying that's kind of what the team is built for, especially this conference tournament.
Yeah, I mean, this team's not going to quit. Even if we do drop a game, our season's not over. Our goal is obviously not to lose 2 games in this weekend. So if we do that, we're going to be in pretty good shape. So we feel like we're confident going in, and we have a chance of doing some big things. I don't think there's been a team come out of this region that hasn't lost a game in the regional tournament. So it's going to be about how our guys react to adversity. The last couple years, we lost a game and then lost the one right after that. So it's really important for us to understand going in that if we do end up dropping a game, which hopefully we don't, hopefully we run through it, but if we do, that we got to be able to bounce back, because it's a long tournament, and the best team's going to be the team that handles the adversity when things do happen back.
Coach, I'd like to thank you for joining us. Good luck this weekend.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the WT Coaches Show. Up next for us is head track and field coach Darren Flowers. Coach, how are you?
Doing all right.
Coach, since we saw you last, you guys participated in the conference championship tournament as well as the regional challenge, as you guys called it. Just kind of first talk about the conference championships.
I thought it went well. I thought our kids competed real well. We were really pretty close on the guys' side. We're only 18 points away from having that top spot. Of course, there were a couple other teams in between us and Kingsville, but we left some points on the table, and those are some things that we're going to try to address in the off season and in recruiting, and we know some things that we need to shore up there. But nationally, I think our guys are sitting okay going into the championships. And then for our senior class of girls, I'm just so excited for them to come away with a victory. I didn't know if it was possible. I didn't know if we had the depth to beat Angelo, but our girls stepped up big time in some field events, and really scored some big points there, and we came away with a victory. And I couldn't be more excited for those girls. But with the South Central Region Challenge, we had some great individual performances in the LSC Championship, and then going into the South Central Regional Challenge that we hosted here, we had another great week of some individual performances that just solidified some of our girls and our guys' spots at the national meet. And I think we talked about that was the purpose of having that meet, is to really set us up going into the national meet. And now, our women are ranked 4th. We got another guy or 2 other guys into the national championship with that meet. So it gives our men's team a chance to score more points. So I think we're sitting pretty well. We're relatively healthy. So once you get to the meet, anything can happen.
And going over to the meet, you'll head to the ING Academy at Florida, and you're taking 20 kids with you. How are things looking for it?
Well, the weather looks good. That's a nice change of pace from Canyon, but I think the kids are excited. They're excited to get away. Finals are over. They can get down to Florida, and we're just gonna have a lot of fun. And we're gonna go to the beach and relax and just try to set these kids up in an environment that says, hey, this is just another track meet. You come out and you do what you do every day. You go out and execute, and the result is what it is. And I think a lot of times at these championships, it's just like a roller coaster of emotions. And I think our job as coaches is, one, to get them there on time, and then keep their emotions right here and just keep things in perspective for them. So if we can do that, I think we'll have a good weekend.
And whenever you're going into meets such like the national championships, what are things that you do to try and keep the emotions level to where they can stay focused?
Just keep them loose, keep them loose and make them understand that they don't have to do anything out of body, nothing that is out of their capability. They're there for a reason, and it's because they've executed and done what they've done all year. They've done all the work. And now you just got to put it together. And, at these national championships, especially in track and field, you've got all the teams, you've got all the competitors there at one time. And it's unique because you have 2 or 3 days to prove who's the best team. And you're all there at one time. So it's a very unique situation. But, teams and individuals, they don't perform up to the level that they should. And I think it's because they put too much pressure on themselves. And really, for us, it is just about coming out and doing what we do every day. And I'm gonna drive that home to our kids, and we're just gonna relax and enjoy the experience and see how it turns out.
Well, Coach, I'd like to thank you for joining us, and good luck.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for joining us this week on the WT Coaches Show. For the WT Sports Network, I'm Zach Barnes. We'll see you next week.